Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this Monday evening. We're going live across YouTube. Right now, here we go again. First live stream of 2023. At some point, I'm going to say 2022, aren't I? I know I will. But no, we're into a new year. It's the first live stream of 2023. So hello, good evening, happy new year to all of you. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas and New Year period. We're virtually at the end of the run now, aren't we? Once today's bank holiday is out of the way, nearly out of the way. You know, once it's out of the way, then we are very much back to, back to business, back to work, really, aren't we? So the decorations will be coming down here in the towers in the next day or two. Have you taken your decorations down yet, or do you leave them up to the 5th, 5th of January, 12th night? I wonder. Everybody's a little bit different, aren't they, with the timings when they take their decorations down. I know somebody took their decorations down on the 27th. That's very early, isn't it? Take your decorations down, 27th of December. But no, anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And we're going to be doing Ensembles Watch live. So we're going to go through all members of the GFS Ensembles. And we'll be seeing what they're showing. We're going to have a look at the 12Z as well, the 12Z model runs and operational runs. So we're going to do that, but you might have a look at a little bit of long range. Of course, we will bring up to date with everything stratosphere-wise, all the stratospheric developments as well that's taking place in the 12Z. We'll probably do that a little bit earlier than Ensembles Watch. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be great. We're going to be here for about an hour, I would have thought, something like that. And it's going to be a lovely live stream. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I will go through the live chat in a moment, and I'll shout you out, take some questions along the way, and then we'll start doing the display capturing. We'll bring you all of the data. If everybody say thank you so much to our moderators, moderator on the live stream. So we've got SB with us tonight, we've got James 298, and we've also got Paul James as well. And if everybody say thank you to our moderators, for moderating on this live stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators. About 53 concurrent viewers, so we shall see how big the live stream gets. I know everybody can be busy, with family and that on bank holiday Monday evening. So we'll just see, see what happens as the stream goes along. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And if you can, please like the live stream as well. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that for us and let YouTube know that you're enjoying the live stream. That'd be lovely if you can all do that. Right, so just hit 62 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much. Right, let's start going through the live chat then and see who's in with us tonight. So first person with us was Michael McLeod. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, Michael, for being SB Westby, checks in. Good evening to Alpha SB. Finley boy is here. How to you, my friend? Good evening to you, Finley. Steffi is here as well. Steffi Adcock. Good evening to you, Steph. We've also got Jacob Duffy here. How to you? I was mentioning new names in the live chat. Are you subscribed to our channel, Jacob? I hope you are. Thank you so much, Jacob, for being here. Oh, still got a cough, everybody. It's a little bit better than it was a few days ago, but still tickling away. I have lost that pain around the ribs, though, so that's gone, thankfully. Mark is here, Mark Kanish, even Gavin. If we say the sun's relevant warming, if the GFS is to be believed, does that mean 100% it won't happen, or doesn't it? I think the models can be right at times December. I'm unsure what you're asking there, Mark. I think you're saying, or asking, with the chopping changing in the GFS, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? We're just going to wait and see, my friend. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, wow. Okay, stream Super chat. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you so much to Graham Doolan. Thank you so much, Graham Dolan. Saying Happy New Year. Enjoy some magic water on me. I've had enough of that, I think, this Christmas. Graham, especially New Year's Eve. No, I haven't had that much, actually. But thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. Wow, what a way to start the live stream. Thank you so much, Graham. At the end of the live stream, I will be shouting out all the super chatters. Of course I will. I promise you I will get. Thank you so much, Graham. That's very kind. Right, let's go back up. And so this is how I go on my live streams. I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down. Right, okay, so Mark, yes, I think you're asking whether it's going to happen or not. Just going to have to wait and see. So we may get a sun stratospheric warming. It may fall short of a sun stratospheric warming. It may be like a significant warming that leads to a sun stratospheric warming a little bit further on. I'm just going to take it day by day, my friend, and see what happens, I think. James 098, good evening to you. Thank you so much to our moderators for wanting to on the live show at 75. Can you count yours? Well. Thank you so much, everyone. Please hit that like button and let YouTube know that you enjoy this live stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Right, James 098, thank you so much for being here. We've also got Mark and Gavin. That's right, isn't it? Just because it's mild now, and it has been in the last year, doesn't mean it can't get cold at some point in the next 2 months. It is true. Mark also saying, Gavin, I just think the last time we got a real, a real sun stratospheric warming, 10 years ago, with real split and zone winds in reverse. We're due one soon, definitely. We had it in 2018, don't forget the beach from the east. There was a proper SSW before that, so I've had a few actually after 2013, but I suppose 2013 for the last time, but it proved to be a real game changer in January, probably. Finley, I'm looking forward to a stratospheric warming, and the reason for that is because I love cold weather. We may not get an SSW, it's not guaranteed, Finley. Not guaranteed we'll get an SSW, and if we do, it's not guaranteed we'll get cold from it either. Luke R, good evening to you. Thank you so much, Luke R, for being on this live stream tonight. Mark saying, Gavin, I hope it's getting better. Mine has flared up again today. Hopefully it'll go away soon. Because it's affected a bad way. I'm a lot better with the ribs on that at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I am still coughing, so I assume, probably could still come back. Matthew, so please, I'm so sorry to hear, but you're not doing too good either. Mark. Matthew Orchard, hello to you, my friend. Good evening, Gav, and Happy New Year. Have you made a New Year's resolution? Will you be able to stick to it? I don't normally. Not really. I'm not really one for New Year's resolutions, but I am going to start getting, a bit fitter, I think, and try and lose a little bit of the old weight of that this year. It's not really a resolution, because I've thought about that, like last year. So once Christmas is out of the way and all of the indulgences, then I shall be trying to lose a little bit of weight and get a bit fitter on that. But it's not really a resolution. I'm not that keen on resolution, because I think generally people after a month or two after New Year, I think most people kind of forget about it, really. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matthew. Finley's asking if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. No, I won't be live streaming tomorrow, Finley. Wednesday will be the next live stream after this one. Right, okay, Sheffield, sun stratospheric warming is rather complex and long-winded. Finley, fear not, though, as I can brief you on some details along with Gavin and others. Just sit back and enjoy. Right, it's true. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a tutorial done about SSWs soon. Did you see a little thing that I put up on social media now? I put like a little post on social media, Facebook and Twitter, that explain what we got to do, the steps we've got to go through to get an SSW. So check out like the Facebook and Twitter feeds, and you'll be able to have a read of that. Right, okay, I think we have another super chat. Let's have a look at that then, shall we? Oh, wow. Stick your fingers in your ears, everybody. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much, you Stephanie Jeffries. Happy New Year, Gav and the gang. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind, Stephanie. Thank you so much for that. Hold on, everybody. I'm sorry, everyone, we have a live stream about a car, about many cars. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That's very, very kind. Yeah, right, I'm going to shout out all the super chatters. I promise you, I will do that for you. Thank you so much, though. Right, now, where do I get to in the live chat? Where did I get to? Right, okay, Mark, Gavin, you saw the roundup. The cold spell and bio coming back could be due to a spike in solar activity. Some say the MJO may have got a break apart. It's true, various reasons why that could have happened. Mark, well, maybe there's no reason. Maybe it just happened and there's no particularly underlying reason for it. Remember, our default setup is always going to be westerly or southwesterly. That is the default. So, you know, that's where we should be. Anything else, like, is a deviation from the norm, if you like. So maybe there's no reason behind it, particularly, and it's just one of those things, you know, that we just went back to our default pattern. Duncan Ward, hello, happy new year to you, my friend. Good evening to you, Duncan. Michael McLeod, I had a hard frost this morning. Had a nice walk along my local cyclepath and river. It was cold. 4.5 degrees is all it got up to today. Been colder today, but my weather's back though. Tomorrow, just a one-day respite of like sunnier, more seasonally themed weather. And then we're back, you know, the westerlies and the southwesterlies and the wind and the rain. It's all back from tomorrow onwards, I'm afraid. But it was a nice day today, wasn't it? Nice respite. Paul James, good to you, Paul. Thank you so much to Paul James, to James and to SB. The moderate on the live stream, that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to our moderators. HB Gaming, hello to you, my friend. Good evening. Mark, Gavin, when forecasters say probably won't verify, does that mean 100% it won't, and no cold weather will happen, or could it? It could still happen, yes it could. Right, okay, Mark, Gavin, at some point in the coming months, you will be Atlantic run out of steam. Do you think it does normally in the end? It will start winding down as we get into the spring, Mark, it always does. Anne Smith, hello to you, Anne. Thank you so much to Anne Smith for being here. Chris Stewart is here as well. Good evening to Chris Stewart. Thank you so much. Michael McLeod, what a difference a year can make. Though last year was 15 degrees, was ridiculously mild. We had a very warm New Year last year, didn't we, Mike? It's been pretty mild where I am this New Year, but not to the extent of last year. But warm, but real warm this year has been like through Europe. Been exceptionally warm through Europe. And that and whatnot. Katrine is here. Happy New Year to Katrine. Thank you so much, Katrine Baso, for being on live stream tonight. Lee Stevens, so to you, my friend. Happy New Year. All the last days of 2022 were an anti-climax. You don't need an anti-climax in the new year. Do you, Lee? No, don't worry, I'll save that for Friday night. Thank you so much, my friend. Dandy, hello to you, Dandy. Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you. Right, let's come down. D. Joseph, hi, Gav. Happy New Year from... Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's coughing again. D. Joseph, Happy New Year from Sorry. Thank you so much, my friend. Guy Morley, hello to you. Evening Gav, Happy New Year. 2023, hope you're keeping well, my friend. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm still coughing. I've got rid of the pain in the ribs and that, but I'm still got the cough. But yeah, I'm fine. You know, I'm okay. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you're having a great New Year as well. City Andy, hello to you. Hello to Andy and Austin's Weather Obsessed. Happy New Year, everyone. Good evening to you. Austin, thank you so much for sending me your story, Austin. I love that. I love reading your story that you sent me. Thank you so much, my friend. It really put a smile on my face, you know, reading that. So thank you so much. Right, okay. Where I get to. Stevie Wells is here. Hello to you, my friend, telling me to take them down. You don't wait for 12th night then. Mrs. P tended to like to get them down on New Year's Day. You know, she has enough of it by New Year's Day, but I'm going to keep her up a day or two longer, but I probably will start getting it all down from tomorrow, I think, and getting the house squared up. Austin, we always put our decorations up late and leave them tidying up until the 6th generally. Yeah, I tend to put them up like that round then, actually, at the same time as you do. Same time from like the 12th to the 18th is when we normally put them up. So we are quite late, but normally they're down by New Year's Day. But I thought I'd leave them up a day or two longer this year. But I think they'll be coming down tomorrow. Duncan Ward, how to you, my friend, say maybe February is going to be the coldest. It might be. It might be. It could do. Christopher Tracy. Hello to you, Christopher. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. You're a little bit late for that, Christopher. But thank you so much for being here, my friend. Spawn. I haven't seen you for a little while, Spawn. Hello to you, my friend. Hi, at GavsWeatherVids, everyone. Hope you'll have a great new year. Thank you so much, Spawn. For being here. James Stewart, good evening to you, my friend. Lisa, evening everyone, happy new year. Not ready to go back to work, right? It's all coming back tomorrow, Lisa. I'm sorry, but that's it. Christmas pretty much done and dusted for another year, isn't it? Anne Smith, Gavy's competing with Frozen Planet 2 on recording. Am I? Is that what I'm up against tonight? And that and the soaps, I suspect, is what I'm up against tonight. Thank you so much, Anne. Finley loves my live streams. They are awesome. Thank you so much, Finley. That's incredibly kind of you. Catwoman. Hello to you, Catwoman. Thank you so much for being here. And Barry Pufflewaite. Happy New Year, Gab. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope you had a good one. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Best of Sweden. Hello to you, my friend. Good evening to TBOS. Thank you so much. Right, let's calm on down. Sean Partridge, hello to you. Great, great surname, that one. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. Right, okay, Eric Clacton, I think that is. Eric Clacton? I don't know. There's a huge storm on the horizon. I don't know, my friend. Eric Clacton. I bet that generates a bit of chatter, doesn't it, that name? Thank you so much anyway for being here. I don't think it's going to be anything that bad, but we are in an Atlantic-driven pattern, so we might get a storm. I would just watch his space on there. Matthew Orchard thinks it's going to be a cold February on the cards. It's possible. It could happen, couldn't it? Especially if, we get an SSW. It could happen. Right, okay. Ken Roy Hunter. I mean, that's Birmingham this year. Not in the foreseeable future. But we'll see. I'm sure there will be some at some point in the year. But hopefully. Well, maybe not. Not every year has snow. Some years are completely devoid of snow from beginning to end. But I would suspect Birmingham will get some at some point. Right, 85 can get yours with 32 thumbs up. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know you enjoy this live. It would be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. Thank you so much for doing that. Mick J, off to Tenerife in 10 hours, I should say. Not 10 years, in 10 hours. So no New Year's resolutions here. You enjoyed Tenerife, my friend. You get a winter sun. That does sound very nice, doesn't it? Do you mind if I sort of get in your suitcase and come with you, Mick? I might get in your suitcase and stow away. No, you have a great time at Tenerife, my friend. And, you enjoy it. It sounds like it's going to be great for you. Katrine usually puts my Christmas decorations away either on the 5th or the 6th of January. This year will be on the 4th. Oh, we keep it up to the 4th then, Katrine. But I'm going to start getting mine down tomorrow. But we'll see. I might leave them another day until the 4th, but we'll see. But on the 4th, I'm live streaming, you see. So tomorrow I've got more time to get it all down. Well, I might just have a blitz tomorrow and take it all down. I'll see. Lee Holland, thanks for all your hard work in 2022, Gab. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, my friend. That's incredibly kind of you. It was a funny old year, 2022. Very strange year, but it's over now. It's gone. I'm moving on. We're moving on. And hopefully we're moving on to better things in 2023. That's very much what I'm hoping for. Peter Stanworth, thanks to you, my friend. Such a promising start for us coldies, but mild and wet. For the foreseeable future, I think we always said, you know, in the winter forecast that this winter probably wasn't going to be like a classic cold winter due to various factors. You know, it never was shaping up to be a classic cold winter. Nevertheless, if we can get an SSW going, I think there's still more cold weather to come with this winter. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hold on, everybody. So sorry everybody once again. We'll just have to wait and see, my friend. I think there could be more cold weather ahead, I must say. Right, Jonathan Stockley, hello to you, my friend. Good evening to Jonathan Stockley, thank you so much for being here. Shiram, hello to Shiram, thank you so much. Lisa thinks winter's going to turn around and bite us on the backside. It may do, Lisa. It may do. It could do. Right, okay. Mark, Gavin was watching your first live stream back in February 2019. You turn around saying if it doesn't work out, the live stream will get deleted. You're better now there than then. Thank you so much, my friend. Debbie, chicken crazy. Good to you, Debbie. Happy New Year, Gavin. Thank you so much, Debbie, for being here. We're just at 90 concurrent viewers. Goodness gracious me. With 36 thumbs up. Please smash that like button, everybody. Let YouTube know that you enjoy the live stream. Absolutely fantastic if you can do that. Shiram, hello, Gavin. Do you think we are still on for an SSW? Seems that Mars has taken a step back. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I've been saying this right from when we did winter forecast at the beginning of the winter that we're going to get an SSW this winter. Whether it will be in the middle of January or whether we'll have to wait another week or so, you know, I don't know. But I am absolutely convinced of my neck is well and truly on the chopping block that we're going to get, you know, fully fledged bells and whistles, sun stratospheric warming that will have a reversal of solar winds and, you know, have a split of the polar vortex, a classic. And I'm convinced it's going to happen this winter. Whether it will be like in the middle of January, you know, that's another matter. But I am convinced we are going to get one this winter. Right, okay, let's come down to the bottom of the live chat then. Hello, so if you're at the bottom of the live chat, I'll go back up to where I was in around sort of 5-10 minute time or so. I'm going to start doing some screen capturing. And that's going to be great. We're going to bring you Ensembles Watch live for that one. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Sure, I'm saying, Gavin, is February going to be like 2019 with a taste of spring? I mean, you never say never. You never say never, Shiram. And Smith, I haven't put my decorations up yet. I haven't put my decorations up. You've not put them up yet, and you're a little bit late for not putting them up. I know what you mean. You've not taken them down, I think you mean. Right, okay, let's have a look. Alan Collins, just joined in Gab, been out for a walk, frost in South Wales. It's cold out there tonight, but it's only a one day, one night only offer, and then we're back into the wet and windies again from tomorrow. Harvey Harbour, how to you, my friend? I personally think we're going to get a cold February, but a warm spring. We shall see. We shall see. Shiram, hello Gavin. I wish we could go back to the old Sims on the BBC weather, but current graphics are very drab. They are, aren't they? I'm not keen. I'm not keen on them. Right, John Sebabunga is here. To you, John Z. Sean Partridge, thank you, Mamad, for your good work. I think Happy New Year. Hello to you, my friend. Mark's asking me if I like the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. Music was by John Williams. Yeah, they were good films. I haven't seen them for a very long time, but they were great back in the day. James Stewart, how often do we have an SSW? Every year there will be like a final SSW at the end of the spring, really. which is the end of the polar vortex. How often we get one like in the middle of winter? I would suspect it's like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 winters, something like that probably. Music Dude, hello to you, my friend. Happy New Year, Gav. Very cold in Belfast. Currently, it's minus 1.6 degrees, and the frost hasn't cleared from our street all day. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It is cold out there, isn't it? It's cold out there, but it's going to be mild again tomorrow. We'll be back with the mild westerlies tomorrow. Graham Doolan, I see traces of 1990, 1991 with the weather so far. I've noticed first half of December was cold, then mild. January 1991 was very wet, then first week of February saw severe cold snap. The second half of January 1991 was cold and frosty, wasn't it? And then the wind got into the east in early February. I remember that very well. Jason Peace, greeting to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Transport Manchester. It's out to you, TM. Thank you so much for being here. Hold on, everybody. Oh, dear me. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It wouldn't be a Gav live stream about a cough. Oh, I'm so sorry once again. We just hit 100 concurrent viewers. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much everybody for being here. We're going to start swing capturing for you. Very, very shortly. We will be doing that for you very shortly. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. The first thing we'll look at, I think, will be stratospheric data, and then we will do Ensembles Watch. Right, okay, Peter Stanworth. SSW will happen, I think, but we'll be on the mild side of it, just our luck. That's the other thing, of course, you get an SSW, you get the blocking, and we still kind of stay mild, you know, so that's the other thing, I guess. Right, okay. I'm so sorry, everybody, once again. Right, okay, Tyler Silver. Hello to you, Tyler. Thank you so much for being here. Happy 2023. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Shiram. Hello, Gavin. Do you think this winter so far is overshadowing, is foreshadowing one we have had in previous years? There may be a similarity, as Graham was saying, with 1990, 1991. Remember, every season and every winter, and that is unique unto itself, but there might be a little bit of similarity of 1991. Of course, the tricky thing with that, though, is to get the very cold February, of course. CUL's electric bill for December ended up over £251. Wow, wow, wow. Very expensive at the moment. Should start coming down soon, though, I think. Right, Megan Rebecca, how to you? Thank you so much. And wow, 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 Darth Vader has arrived! So much Darth Vader. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Super chat. Woo, 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 woo. Thank you so much to Paul Cooper. Goodness gracious me. Wow, wow, wow. Happy New Year, Gav. Thanks for continuing to upload through what must have been the most difficult year ever on this channel. I hope you're able to upload for many years in the future. Thank you so much, my friend. What an incredible super chat that is. Unbelievable. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, my friend. My frapper is about that, actually. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind and incredibly generous of you. It's my pleasure, my friend. I was determined to bring it all back in 2022. I had a bad year, but you kept me going, you know, through that. And I was determined that we would bring it all back And that's what we did, you know. We got everything back. And I'm so pleased, you know. But the second half of 2022, I was able to bring back the live streams. I was able to bring back the long range. I was able to bring back the historic stuff. And I'm so pleased, you know, that I was able to do that. But it was a promise that I made, you know. It's a promise that I made right at the outset of my traumas, you know, with the mouth and that I would get it all back. So yeah, you know, 2022 is gone. It was a bad year. It was a nightmare. Actually, it was a nightmare year, but it's gone. It's history. It's in the past. We're in a new year. We're in 2023. And it's incredible. It's amazing, you know, and we're still here. I'm still standing. We're still recording. We're still uploading. We're still doing the weather despite it all. And hopefully it will continue. It will continue long into the future. Thank you so much, my friend. It's incredibly kind. Remembered, you know, but somebody said at the outset that, when I had to go off, you know, when I had to shut the channel down, basically, and just go off, somebody said the great thing about being down on your luck is your comeback story. And yeah, it stuck with me because I determined, you know, that I would have a comeback. We'd have a comeback. We'd bring it all back. And I think our comeback is pretty darn epic. You know, I think it's been a pretty darn epic comeback. So I'm so pleased that everybody has enjoyed, you know, the content that we have been doing since it all came back. And wow, another super chat from the best of Sweden. Goodness gracious me. Saying here's a late small Christmas present as a way to show my appreciation for your work. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the best of Sweden. Super chat. Woo. Thank you so much to the best of Sweden. That's incredibly kind of you, my friend. Thank you so much. So shallow. You see, how do you so shallow? Thank you so much, you soft for checking in. I hope you have a nice birthday. I know your birthday's just after Christmas, isn't it, Soft? Thank you so much, you soft shallow, for being here. Saying Darth Vader, I thought you was the most of Sweden and changed your name in one of the comments reporting Gav's video. Hold on. No, I think TBOS and Darth are two, you know, they're both different people. I think. Best Crazy Boy, hello to you, my friend. Going to the Best Crazy Boy. Thank you so much for being here. I think that's pretty much everybody shouted out. Shiram is saying Gavin did well to get everything back on track. Thank you so much, my friend. I think that's pretty much everybody shouted out. If I've missed anybody in the live chat, then please give me a thumbs up emoji, a waving emoji, some kind of emoji, and I will shout you out. Sam Parker, hello to you, Sam. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, if I miss anybody out, just give me a waving emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and I shall give you a shout out. Jonathan Mabunga asking if I think 2023 will be hotter than 2022. It may be globally, it could be globally, because 2022 globally was affected by La Nina, and I think we're going to leave that behind this year. So globally, maybe I would be very surprised. I'd be very surprised if the UK was Stephen King. Hello to you, my friend. The master of horror. I don't know, do you? No, I would be very surprised if 2022 is as hot, as 2023 is as hot for the UK as 2022 was. But we shall see. Right, I'm going to start doing the screen share section of this video. It's been an epic live stream so far. Thank you so much, everybody. So I'm going to be turning off the image, and the webcam will be going off as well. I'll be disappearing, but I will be coming back a little bit later on in the live stream to wrap things up. There we go, I've got. And we're going to start display capturing. Hold on. We're going to start display capturing on this Monday evening. 2nd of January. Wow, into 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. Muncie, hello to Muncie. you so much. Stevie Wells, I was also out of the furry world. Sav has left the internet, Stevie, for his mental health and that. He's fine, he's a lot better than he was a few months ago, but he's enjoying being away from YouTube and social media and the internet and that, and I can appreciate that, you know, because it can be very stressful being online. So Sav has left, you know, left the internet, and obviously we wish him all the best. I am still in touch with him. I knew Savvy before. You know, I knew him before YouTube and that, before he was on YouTube with his gaming channel and that. So I you know, I do know him in real life, and he's absolutely fine. Of course, we say Happy New Year to the furry world. Muckinish, you're right, Gabby. 1996 wasn't as hot after 1995. Yeah, 2015 wasn't as hot after 2014, etc., etc., etc. It's the trend. Yeah, the trend is upwards, but it doesn't happen in a linear fashion, obviously. Michael Johnson, hello to you, Michael. Thank you so much to Michael Johnson for being here at 112 concurrent viewers with almost 50 thumbs up. So if you could give us a like and let YouTube know that you are enjoying this live stream, it'll be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Austin, noticing a nice steady increase on concurrent viewers on the graph. You're seeing the control room, my friend. Yes, that's true. That's what we'd like to see when we're live streaming. A nice steady rise. That's, you know, that's what we're looking for. Okay, we're going to start bringing some data now. Been an epic live stream so far. Can you believe the super chats that we have had? Because I know everybody's like, you know, after Christmas, everybody's like short of money as well. And January's bleak, isn't it? Everybody's spent out on that after Christmas. No, thank you so much. You know, thank you so much for your tremendous generosity on this first live stream of 2023. That is unbelievable. Right, the first thing to look at is stratosphere. What's going on with this warming of the strat? We're going to go through the GFS. So this is like Ensembles Watch, but with a stratosphere tilt, and then we will have a look at, you know, the regular data. So I'm going to start off, I want to go there and there. We're going to start off so try once again, we're going to start off with the GFS operational run. That's the current setup in the stratosphere. Very, very cold. Stratospheric temperature between minus 80 and minus 90 over the North Part 10 HPA. Right, let's run through, see what the latest GFS 12Z run is doing. So the first warming, the opening salvo, if you like, is less than a week away now. Just there, over the Siberia on the 8th of January. That is the opening salvo of warming. That doesn't get very far though, it's only a very modest warming, but that's like the start. And then we go on into second week of January. Another significant warming is occurring here around the middle of the month to the 14th, 15th of January. So that's just about reaching SSW type temperature levels. I think the GFS operationals, I don't know about the ensembles, I haven't looked at those in mode, but I think the GFS operationals have backed off, getting that temperature up to around 0 degrees. Those bright red colours that I always look for. Excuse me once again. So I think the GFS has backed off with that a little bit today in its operational output. Nevertheless, that is still a very significant warming up of the stratosphere that's occurring there. It is moving into the North Pole where displacing the polar vortex. You'll notice these blue and purple colours being stretched, elongated and displaced. So could that be setting up a split? That might get us to a split somewhere around Greenland there. It is more of a displacement event though, which on its own can yield cold weather. So on its own, that could yield to like disruption of the polar vortex. It could bring disruption to the jet stream, so the jet stream on a meridional path, and it might that on its own could deliver colder weather in the second half of January. Even if it's not like a severe freeze-up, that could be enough. It isn't a sudden stratospheric warming though. Right, let's start going through the GFS ensemble members and see how they are all looking, shall we get? Right. Where do I go to? 10 HPA. Right, so this is for control. GFS control run. Looks like that. Again, producing a significant warming of the stratosphere, not a sudden stratospheric warming up to 17th January. It is stretching out the polar vortex. The polar vortex is under a lot of stress there. And you know, if there was another warming, I think the polar vortex would be done for there. Actually, if there was like a follow-up warming. This is ensemble member number 1. How's this one looking? Again, very similar, not quite displacing the blue and purple colours, which is the polar vortex, its roots in the stratosphere though. Ensemble member number 2 looks like that. Again, you see what's going on here, can't you? A very, very significant warming taking place over Siberia around 15th of January, but has backed off a little bit on the peak of the temperature of that warming, and also the effects of getting into the North Pole. Excuse me. Ensemble member number 3 looks like that. Again, significant warming of the stratosphere around the middle part of January, but that is not a sudden stratospheric warming. Ensemble member number 4 looks like that. And again, you know, it's a major warming, but it's not a sudden stratospheric warming. There is seemingly though another warming that's gathering pace there. You know, to the south through the Med and into Europe and that. So maybe that could have another go in the 3rd week of January. Ensemble member number 5 looks like that. We'll start rattling through these. So this ensemble member number 5, that's how number 5 is looking, very significant warming over Siberia. Ensemble member number 6 is looking like that. That's the best so far in terms of the extent of the temperature rise. But yeah, you know, really is reaching a very warm level with ensemble member number 6. Ensemble member number 7 looks like that. That's producing another warming, actually, by the 18th of January. Ensemble member number 8, or it's starting to. Ensemble member number 8 looks like that. Again, significant warming, not an SSW. Ensemble member number 9 is looking like that. Again, you know, that one's backed off a little bit, not quite going as far with the warming on that one. Ensemble member number 10 looks like that. Again, you know, very significant warming, but it's not an SSW. That's not a sudden stratospheric warming. It's not impactful enough. Ensemble member number 11. That one falling short as well of an SSW. Ensemble member number 12 looks like that. Again, that one restricting the extent of the warming quite a bit. Ensemble member number 13 looks like that. That's significant, very significant warming. What impact that having on the polar vortex? It is stretching it out, it's displacing it a little bit. Ensemble member number 14 looks like that. So again, you can see a very substantial warming is occurring, but it's not an SSW. Ensemble member number 15 looks like that. Again, significant warming around 16th of January. Up to that point, not an SSW. Ensemble member number 16 looks like that. So again, significant warming, trying to penetrate into the North Pole from Siberia. Struggling a little bit. Ensemble member number 17. Very substantial warming with that one over Siberia, and another one seems to be gathering pace over Europe by the 18th. What could happen here is that we get this very significant warming around the middle of January that falls just short of an SSW, and then we get another one maybe in the 3rd week of January. That's kind of hinting at that again. This ensemble member number 19, which is kind of hinting at that again. So it might in the end turn out to be like death by 1,000 cuts in the end. It takes a few goes, but we get there in the end, kind of. That's how ensemble member number 20 is looking, very much stretching out the polar vortex and displacing it. Number 21 is looking like that. Again, you know, most restrictive warming to Siberia. Ensemble member number 22 looks like that. That one's quite significant. Remember to displacement of the PV anyway. Ensemble member number 23 Looks like that. A little bit restricting with that one. Ensemble member number 24. Again, you know, not going as far with the SSW potential as we may have had a few days ago. Ensemble member number 25 looks like that. So, again, that's not really displacing the polar vortex. Ensemble member number 26 looks like this. So, again, you know, very substantial warming. It's not an SSW, though, that. It's not an SSW. Ensemble member number 27 looks like that, restricting the warming mostly to Siberia. Ensemble member number 28 looks like this. So, again, most of the warming is restricted around the edges of the pole with that one. Ensemble member number 29 looks like that. Bit of a displacement. And ensemble member number 30 finally looks like that. Again, most of the warming restricted to Siberia with that one. So that's how the GFS ensembles are looking in terms of any potential SSW. Oh, Ben's here. Ben Enty. Hello to you, Ben. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. J09J seems to be shrinking. And less cold too. Yeah, it's definitely, this warming in the middle of January is definitely going to have an effect on the polar vortex. I think. You know, it's going to have an effect on it. But it's not an SSW, you know, it's just a significant warming. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, to reverse a zone of wind, you know, which is what we look for, particularly to say it's a southern stratospheric warming. It's not going to be enough to reverse zone of winds. Though, we're just going to wait and see what happens. I think we'll get there. I think we'll get to an SSW. It may take a little bit longer, though, than the middle of January. It might take a third bite at the cherry, if you like, to really be able to get a proper southern stratospheric warming. Right, let's have a look at the 12s there, Ben. And then we'll do Ensembles Watch for real, and we'll see what they're all showing. So here we go for UK Met 12 there. Wet and windy, the onslaught's going to be back later on this week. And we're going to keep it unsettled into the beginning of next week as well. Icon looks like this. Again, it's like 72 hours. Icon looks like that. Again, wet, windy, low pressure is in control. Bit of an onslaught through the second half of this week, into weekend, and into next week. The GFS 12Z looking like that. So again, low pressure will bring us a battering, I think, over the weekend and into the early part of next week as well. It will generally be quite mild, but it could be colder at times in the north. Now, we have a bit of a change going on here. High pressure trying to get going towards Scandinavia. So as we're going towards the middle part of January, a little bit of change taking place. High pressure is having a go at building over Scandinavia. We are beginning to break out of westerlies, and that's probably getting us to frost and fog anyway. That's probably starting to get us towards the Greece from Tucson. Not that cold, but, you know, that is a little bit of a pattern change towards higher pressure, originally through the country around the middle of January and just into the second half of the month. A little bit of a change there with the GFS 12 there. We certainly lose the battering, we certainly lose the Atlantic onslaught there. This is how the GM is looking. Again, low pressure is in control of the weather right way through to day 10. Further wind and rain to come. And then the ECM WF12Z looks like that. And it's all much of a muchness. Low pressure will be in control. This is going to be a very wet, windy and pretty mild first half to January. That's how we finish up. Day 10, 12th of January, still looking relatively mild, wet, windy. As we've been saying, any change to colder weather is going to be second half of the month. First half of January is undoubtedly going to be relatively mild, wet and windy. Right, let's start going back to the GFS ensembles, and we'll have a look at what they're all showing. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a fantastic live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. We've still got a lot to show you, but it's been epic. It's been amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into this first live stream of the year. We are at 140 concurrent viewers. It's an epic live. Thank you so much. Please smash that like button, everybody, if you have enjoyed this live stream. We thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, so let's have a look at the control run, man. This is the GFS. We're going through all members of the GFS Ensembles now. This is Ensembles Watch. So starting with the GFS control run, looks like that. Again, we've got the battering coming up, mild, wet, and windy. Till the beginning of next week. Taking a little bit colder there next week, not for long though. We're back into those mild, wet, windy westerlies with low pressure in off the Atlantic. Pressure trying to rise late on to our northeast, trying to get some higher pressure going over Scandinavia, but up to the 18th of January, the GFS control run still keeps us generally mild and unsettled. Ensemble member number 1 is looking like that, mild, wet, windy, right way through the rest of this week, into weekend and into the early part of next week as well. We'll be colder at times up in the north, and then we run into the middle part of January. Higher pressure starting to build. It is trying to reach northeast, so trying to get us into a colder scenario. However, we keep it generally mild with winds in from the south, although it is starting to turn dry. We are beginning to break out of the onslaught at least. Ensemble member number 2 looking like this. Again, it's mild, wet, windy, quite stormy through the rest of this week, weekend, and into the beginning of next week. My dodgy tongue. Now, high pressure trying to build on this one too. So, middle of January, some high pressure trying to get going over Scandinavia. Not able to block off the Atlantic though. So, up to the 18th of January, some member 2 keeps it wet and windy. Ensemble member number 3. Looking generally mild, wet and windy through the rest of this week as well. Again, this is trying to raise high pressure over Scandinavia and western parts of Russia. It's not strong enough to fend off the Atlantic though. That looks quite stormy there around day 10. So that's a proper battering, and we just keep it westerly and unsettled right way through to the 18th of January with that one. Ensemble member number 4. Once more, very wet, windy, unsettled over the next few days. A little bit of the colds out there around day 10 from the north. It looks quite fleeting and transitory. And then we start putting the high pressure out to our west, though. So we get to middle of January, start turning colder from the north, with this low pressure diving southwards. That's pulling in genuinely cold air from the north and from the northeast. So ensemble member number 4 does turn it cold and wintry around the middle of January onwards. Ensemble member number 5 looking like that. Again, the battering is on over the next few days. Plenty of wet, windy weather to come. Moving on into the extended, keeping it pretty stormy all the way up to the end of ensemble member number 5. Ensemble member number 6, again, looks really unsettled over the next few days. Plenty of low pressure, bringing wind and rain, relatively mild conditions as well, by the way. And eventually some higher pressure starts building to our south, so that turns things a little bit drier, but is very mild. Ensemble member number 7. Again, a further battering over the next few days. Plenty of low pressure, plenty of wind and rain to come. A little bit colder there around the middle part of the month, but only very briefly and fleetingly so. For low pressure back in again, possibly hinting at like colder, stormier weather there into the second half of January. Ensemble member number 8 looking like this, and once more low pressure bringing unsettled weather over the coming few days. This one is building higher pressure up over Scandinavia though. Is it going to be able to block off the Atlantic? It's having a really good go, isn't it? That's a large area of high pressure from Russia all the way into Scandinavia. That's having a really good go. That is starting to block off the Atlantic, so it's turning drier and colder there with ensemble member number 8. It's not a freeze-up, but it would be enough to start bringing frost and fog, at the very least, from the beginning of, from the middle of January, with ensemble member number 8. Ensemble member number 9 is looking like that. Again, very unsettled over the coming few days with that one. And it's keeping it unsettled right way up towards the middle part of January too. After that, the low pressure starts to get out of the way, high pressure begins to build over Scandinavia. But it's a trend with a lot of these models, isn't it, to start trying to raise pressure over Scandinavia mid-January. How extensive that becomes, whether it's enough, you know, to block off the Atlantic, we'll have to wait and see. But that is a trend with a lot of these ensemble members. It does look as though it's towards Scandinavia that we've got to look to get things colder. Ensemble member number 10 is looking like that. Again, very unsettled, low pressure, been lots of wet, windy weather through to the beginning of next week. High pressure is rising, it's building over Scandinavia. What's this one going to do? Let's have a look. Doesn't come to much at high pressure over Scandinavia, but we do build some high pressure from the south. So that's very mild and it is turning drier. But it's very mild as the high pressure is building up from the south with ensemble member number 10. Ensemble member number 11 looks like that. Again, low pressure brings a proper old battering across most parts of the country into the beginning of next week. So I'm turning a little bit colder there. Head up towards the middle part of January, and then the low pressure is back in from off the Atlantic. That keeps it generally mild. Ensemble member number 12 looks like this. So again, plenty of low pressure to come, lots of wind and rain over the next few days. What happens in the extended? Let's have a look. So we just keep low pressure coming. Ensemble member number 13 looks like that. And again, low pressure in control of the weather. The low pressure clears away to the east. We get a little bit of cold snap there around 10th of January. That's not going to last for long. This one's getting a little bit colder though. So this one around the middle part of January, from around 12th, 13th onwards, starts to build high pressure to our north and west. And we get wind into the east there with that one. So that one's turning colder mid-January onwards. Maybe even a few snow showers with those easterly winds on that one. Ensemble member number 14. Looks like that. Again, very unsettled. Plenty of wet, windy weather to come with that ensemble member. And eventually we have high pressure taking over, and that looks a little bit better for the high pressure up towards Scandinavia. So that properly gets us under high pressure with number 14. That's a big change. Atlantic completely, completely bullied by that high pressure, but at the very least will bring frost and fog. And then ensemble member number 15 looks like that, halfway through by the way of these. Ensemble member number 15 looks like that. So that's generally keeping things Atlantic driven all the way up to the 18th of January. What do you think so far, everyone? What do we think so far? Wow, wow, wow. We're at 123. Concur, please smash that like button. Everybody, let YouTube know that you're enjoying this live stream. That'll be absolutely fantastic. GFS 10, a lot of members at the end of the runs are going for easterly. They are trying to build up that high pressure over Scandinavia, but we're talking like a couple of weeks out. So let's wait and see, let's wait and see. James, late January, early February for any cold this winter. Remember, we had like 2 weeks of very cold weather in December, though. Can't forget that. It did get very, very cold through the first couple of weeks of December. Right, seem to be enjoying Ensembles Watch. Okay, we shall persevere then. Let's move on to ensemble member number 16. We're halfway through now, everyone, so further low pressure to come over the next few days. Then high pressure will build to our east, low pressure out west. So that's keeping things generally mild, although high pressure more influential by the middle of the month. Ensemble member number 17 is looking like this. This will try to build up the high pressure over Scandinavia, and it's doing so quite strongly, actually. So this one's rather different. As we're getting towards next week, got a battle going on between that big Scandinavian high, low pressure out west. That's very close to producing a snow event, actually. That one, much stronger with the high pressure over Scandinavia. Oh, look at that. Eventually, the low pressure goes southwards. This is the best that we've seen so far for cold. Starting off, starts off different as early as like the weekend, with that high pressure stronger over Scandinavia compared to all other ensemble members, and so eventually that high pressure sends rejection and the low pressure south, and we pull in a much colder easterly. That brings snow to all parts of the country there with ensemble member number 17. No doubt a cold outlier, but that's the best that we've seen for cold so far. That one is genuinely cold wintry until the end when this low pressure man comes in from off the Atlantic. Look at the upper air temperatures with that. So eventually we pull down by 10 Celsius isotherm. That'll be a proper old snowstorm with that area of low pressure and bitterly cold air coming in on those easterly winds. British pressure, me, imagine if that verified. It's an outlier though. Right, ensemble member number 18. That's the best we've seen for cold so far. Ensemble member number 18. Again, looking generally unsettled and relatively mild up to around day 10. Then high pressure building in, turning us drier and probably bringing frost and fog around the middle part of January. Hint of the northerly there by the 18th. Ensemble member number 19 is looking like this. Further mild, wet and windy weather to come. Low pressure keeps coming all the way up to the extended range. When high pressure starts to build in, we begin to turn a little bit dry and cold. That's trying to get the high pressure towards Scandinavia as well. Ensemble member number 20, looking like this. So once more, low pressure is going to be dominating weather over the next few days. High pressure tries to build over Scandinavia, but is unable to do so. We keep westerlies coming with ensemble member number 20. Ensemble member number 21. We're going to run over a little bit with this live chat. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was enjoying myself too much in the live chat earlier on. But never mind. We're going to get to the end on Ensembles Watch anyway. So low pressure keeps coming. Ensemble member number 21, but it's eventually getting colder. Look at this. Low pressure starting to dive southwards. High pressure beginning to build to our north from Scandinavia to Green, and that's getting us back into a cold and blocked pattern with ensemble member number 21. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Wow, 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 what a change that is. Look at all that blocking into the second half of January. Cold easterly winds with that one. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures, shall we? So, we've got some very cold air sitting over Scandinavia with that one. That does eventually start making its presence felt. So number 17 and number 21 so far, that are the best for cold and for blocking. Ensemble member number 22, it's looking like this. So again, relatively mild, wet, windy over the next few days with this ensemble member. Eventually some high pressure building out to our west. So that's turning drier with risk of frost and fog. Ensemble member number 23. Looks like this, with further low pressure bringing wet, windy and relatively mild weather all the way up to around the 18th of January. Not much doing for a cold perspective there. Ensemble member number 24. Looks like that. So again, relatively mild, wet, windy over the next few days. Plenty of low pressure with unsettled weather with that one. Very mild eventually by the 18th of January too. Ensemble member number 25. Once more, looks unsettled over the coming few days. Then some higher pressure beginning to build. Probably bring us to frost and fog and that sort of thing. Ensemble member number 26. Again, looking unsettled, mild, wet, windy with that one, all the way up towards day 10. And then beyond that, some higher pressure beginning to build to our south. That's turning us drier with frost and fog, but isn't that cold. Ensemble member number 27. Coming to the end of these now. Ensemble member number 27. Again, the battering continues until around day 10. And some colder air starts coming in from north end. High pressure builds over the country, turning us drier and colder with frost and fog. Ensemble member number 28 is once more going to be unsettled. Low pressure and bouts of wind and rain over the next few days. There'll be high pressure building up from the south with this one. So that's very mild, but is turning drier. Perhaps hinting up a chance of something colder from the north. It looks very cold, that over Scandinavia actually by the very end. Those upper air temperatures. So, you know, Darth, TBOS, that looks good for you by the 18th. And this is how ensemble member 29 is looking penultimately. So unsettled weather with this ensemble member as well, and the low pressures keep coming right way up towards day 10. Further wind and rain on the way. Hints at high pressure building towards Scandinavia, Western Russia towards the end, but turning things a little bit drier and colder by the 18th of January. Watch out for the Scandi high. And then finally, ensemble member number 30. Looks like that. Again, low pressure, bringing plenty of wind and rain in from off the Atlantic. High pressure starts pushing up from the south and building to our east and to our northeast. That wants to turn things drier and colder, but it's generally quite mild, certainly for the north up to the 18th of January. For the south, we probably start getting some frost and fog. Let's just have a look at the ensemble graph before we go. Near the end of the live stream now. It's been epic. Thank you so much, everybody. That is how the ensemble graph is looking for London. It's a mess late on, so initially, of course, the first week of January is very mild. A little bit cooler around the 9th, 10th of January, return to average temperatures, and then we get all of this scatter. We've got the mild ensemble members up here. We have got some very cold ensemble members appearing down there. So second half of January, anything from the middle of January onwards, you know, it's up for grabs. And that is Ensembles Watch, everybody. It's been epic. Thank you so much. It's been absolutely epic. Thank you so much, everybody. Right, let's just turn off the display capture. Put the image up, and we'll put the webcam back up. Hello, I've returned. Hello to all of you. Thank you so much for being here on this Monday night. We're at the end of the live stream now. It has been great. You know, it's been epic. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to our moderators, to SP, Paul, and also James. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to our amazing moderators. Chris Clifford, evening at GavsWeatherVids, everyone in the live chat. Happy 2023. Good evening to you, my friend. The Woken Spirit, hello to you. Hello to the Woken Spirit. Dylan, hello to you, Dylan. Thank you so much, my friend. Pingdos Man, hello to you, my friend. Right, okay, from Greece, hello to you in Greece. Hello to Joe Weather, with a channel member chat, 4 months of still going. Thank you so much, my friend. Matthew Older, hello to you. Thank you so much for being here, Matthew. Right, okay, who else do I shout out? I think that's pretty much everybody shouting out, I think. I think it is. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everybody shouted out. It's been an epic live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ben. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much, Ben. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Sam Parker, what a way to kick off the first 2023 live stream. Thank you so much, Sam. It's been epic, hasn't it? Best of Sweden. What a start to 2023. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Finley. Wow, it's been an amazing live stream. Thank you so much, Finley. Right, I'm just going to shout out Super Chatters. So, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. To Graham Doolan, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. To Stephanie Jeffries, thank you so much, you're amazing. Kindness and generosity. Paul Cooper, goodness gracious me, what a super chat that was. I can't believe it. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity to the best of Sweden. Thank you to Joe Weather as well for your generosity for being a channel member for 4 months and counting. Thank you so much. Right. That's it then. End of the live stream. So it's epic. I think what we said, but the first half of January is a write-off for anyone that wants cold weather. It's going to be generally mild, wet and windy. Middle of January onwards is when we're looking for a change. What will the change be? Will it just be to higher pressure bringing frost and fog? Will we get high pressure towards Scandinavia? Get the wind back into the east? Could we get some northern blocking going again? You know, that is where the interest is going to be, I think, second half of January for some colder weather. But for now, the Atlantic will be with us and will continue to bring wet and windy weather. And of course, the overall storyline is what's going on in the stratosphere. Will we get a sudden stratospheric warming? You know, and that we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So we'll be keeping you updated about that to GavsWeatherVids. Of course we will. Thank you so much, everybody, for an epic first live stream of 2023. We're going to be back on Wednesday, live streaming our 10 to 14 day, and then on Friday, for Friday Night Live Stream, will return. And we'll have a little bit of a laugh on a Friday night, hopefully, anyway. You enjoy the rest of your Monday evening for this live stream. That is all for now. Thanks for watching. We're going to see you again on Wednesday, but for this one, that's all for now. And bye for now. Happy New Year.